Hi guys, how are you doing? Today we are going to do your week ahead. First I'm gonna clean all the energies here. And it is timeless. So whenever it comes to you, it may be for you. Okay, so I'll do 4 weeks. Okay. And I'll start on Sunday. So I'm not gonna do day by day, but my week I consider Sunday to Saturday, just so you know. Yes. So it is timeless whenever you're finding this reading is for a reason. Well, I am using this deck today, the Pause Tarot. Okay, so I do 4 weeks. And I'm also going to check the top energy and the bottom energy to have a little bit more information for you. So this is not, there's no specific date. Perhaps when it's getting to you, um, 1 week has passed, 2 weeks has passed, and it may be, you're gonna resonate with it. That is for sure. Is even if it's like 1 week has passed, you're definitely going to resonate. And then you're probably gonna know also if the rest of this reading is for you. Okay, so let's do your month ahead and let's start with week one. So your next week, we got the Five of Pentacles. At the bottom, we have two of Cups, and no, sorry, on the top we have Two of Cups, and at the bottom we have Nine of Cups. Quite interesting energy here. So, okay, so this next week, you may be feeling a little bit, I'm getting a lot of the word miserable. Not really sure if that's how you would say it, but like when what I'm getting here is like, when you have things around you, but it still is missing something. And it is interesting that, perhaps you may have, okay, so this is quite interesting. You may have things, you may, like, of course, like we're talking here about pentacles, so we're talking about usually material stuff, thing that's tangible, right? But I don't feel like you are sad or worried about that. You're not really worried about the pentacles. You're not really worried about the tangible stuff. To be quite honest, this is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see how it goes. And okay, there's on other energy here, but I'll finish this one first. So the first energy I'm getting is this, that you're not really worried about that. You're not worried about the tangible for thing, or like about things, material stuff. Um, there is something that you're wishing for, because the Nine of Cups is really like being in a position like where you have a lot of emotional fulfillment with what you have right now. And I feel like this is confirmation, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear, but My Alexa just sent me a notification sign. But anyway, so the Nine of Cups is really about being fulfilled and about wish fulfillment too. So like perhaps there is something that you think is gonna fulfill you emotionally. And to be quite honest, here with the Two of Cups on the top, I feel that perhaps you think that this is your emotional fulfillment right now, like the Two of Cups being with someone, reuniting with someone, committing with someone to someone. So 555 on the timer. But so perhaps there's some change that needs to happen. And but you're like right now you're in this phase that you're perhaps missing this someone and this person and you're feeling like I don't know. It's I have this feeling that you have stuff. I think like you feel that you have what you actually need right now. I think you're good with that, but there's like the emotional fulfillment. Perhaps right now that's really empty. You're feeling kind of empty. You're feeling lonely, and you've you're kind of wishing for have like some kind of commitment. The Two of Cups usually we say a lot about when it's love is about love. It is a stronger commitment than the lovers, for example, because the lovers is the feeling, right? That there's that connection. But the Two of Cups is the actual commitment. Like the two of them, they're sitting together and they're committed to have like dessert together, to have the cup together. They're interlacing their arms like people usually do when they get married and they have the toast and that kind of stuff. So, and there's like the house here, so it's like they have like a vision together, and they're sitting on it and actually doing something about it. So there is this really strong energy about wish fulfillment. So there is something that you want, and it could be commitment with someone, but also could be commitment with something like even a job or a project that you really think that is gonna bring you emotional fulfillment. The Two of Cups can mean that too. It's like the union of something that it will bring you emotional fulfillment. But yeah, but I think this week you're gonna be in this energy that is really empty. It really, yeah, lonely maybe. Okay, so let this here. This is week one. Let's go for week two. Okay. Hmm. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords in reverse at the top. Oh, I got the deck in reverse. I'll do it in reverse then, because probably there's a meaning. Let's see what's the energy. Okay, the main energy is the Knight of Swords. Interesting because we got all swords. Okay, so what I'm hearing right now that I should keep them reversed, okay? Because I was thinking to anyway, there's a reason right now why they're reversed. Okay, so the Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel so. First of all, here there's they're all swords, so there's a lot of air elements. So if I know air element Aquarius, I know. To be quite honest, astrology is not my main thing right now. So anyway, there's a lot of air. So if you are an air sign, this probably maybe that's making a lot of sense for you right now too. That's what I'm getting. But it doesn't have to. You don't have to. It's just there's a lot of air, and I would like to say that. Okay. So I feel there was some problem with communication, and I feel that the communication problem is literally like turning around. Okay, because if these were upright, probably I would still keep saying that there is like some communication problems, but because they are reversed, I feel like they're getting the communication problems are getting reversed right now. So with the Knight of Swords energy in reverse, I feel that perhaps you were really reactive. You really didn't think about saying things, like you just would say it and you would not care how people would feel. Um, you know, not a lot of empathy. You may be a really good communicator. So that yeah, there's this difference. You may be a really good communicator. So see like how I'm getting I'm having like trouble to talk about this. Maybe in certain situations like specific topics you have trouble to talk about it, to actually communicate. This is what I'm getting. Um, but yeah, so like then the second week is about I think noticing that because then we have also the Five of Swords here that usually is a lot about conflict, especially like intern conflict, and also about having here is a really like rigid mindset. So, for example, if you think that one thing is right, that's it. There's for you, if it's right, it's right. Or if something needs to be done that way, that's the only way. You're not really flexible. But again, because it's reversed, I'm feeling that that's changing. That you're actually now understanding that your words they can actually hurt people. Your words they have a really huge effect. Effect? No, affect. No, wait. Yes, I know. It's just sounded weird. It can affect people. Affect. Okay, so I don't know why I'm getting confused about this word specifically. So effect and affect can mean something, but anyway, um, I feel like the main energy is gonna be that you're gonna see how your words can hurt other people, how you were really reactive, perhaps in a really egocentric way too. And the Five of Swords, it's it's a really, like I said, rigid mindset thinking. So perhaps now you are changing that. You can see that it can have different ways. 1441 on the timer. So I feel like this inner conflict is kind of clearing. You're not you're trying to see that there are other ways to do things. It doesn't have to be one way or another. It's like you can perhaps you're learning how to be flexible and how to shut up. I know, just forgot to say that. And with the Nine of Swords, you probably you you're really you may be someone that's really rational. You may overthink a lot, and perhaps anxiety. You may be really anxious. Did I say that already? I know. Um, and with the Nine of Swords is about that, right? Being in your head all the fucking time and overthinking a lot. And because it is reversed, if I really feel that you're actually leaving that place, you're actually understanding that. To be quite honest, I feel like this second week is about clarity. It's about you being more flexible, you understanding that there are other ways to do things, and you don't have to be in your head all the time. You don't have to be the rational all the time. You can also be empathetic towards other people. That's a really interesting week. Okay. Um, cool. So let's go for your third week from now. Yes, always consider from when you're watching this video, but sometimes it can happen that like uh I felt like shuffling for some reason. Um I feel that by the time you already heard this about the second weekend, the second oops. By the time you already heard, you already listened to this second week, the energy already shift somehow. Quite interesting. Like I felt like an energy shift really quick, a really quick energy shift. So this may be happening in a really quick pace for you too. What I was saying about the yes. So sometimes when you watch it, this can be your next week, and perhaps like the first week just happen, for real. Just use your discernment. Let's do your third week. Wow. Okay, this is cool. Really cool, actually. Okay, so for your third week, we got the Ace of Wands. Wands. Maybe someone is called Wendy. Or you like going to Wendy's? Hmm. Okay, so your third week, it's coming with the Ace of Wands. Like I said, I felt like a really quick shift in the energy. That's why I felt called to shuffle again. But you're coming from a week that you were a lot in your head, that you were feeling lonely and depressed. And then there was this week that you had a lot of clarity, right? And with the Ways of Wands, it's about new beginnings, new actions, like coming with new ideas to take actions. So like the second week, you're you're still a lot in your mind, but in your third week, you're actually wanting to take actions towards it. You don't want to keep only in your mind anymore. You actually want to take actions for something to happen. That it could be the Two of Cups energy, to be quite honest, like the union, the commitment to something or to someone that you really would like to. This is really cool. And then we also have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. So I feel here that is like you are having this new ideas, this new, you want this new beginning of something, and you really want to take action towards something to make it tangible, to make it possible here. So for example, if it is like a project that you want to to actually make work, to actually do something, and like I don't know what example I can tell you. I know perhaps you want to, for example, work with events, and then but you don't know anyone that work with events, and then you were a lot in your head about it, about, oh, what should I do? What can I do? And blah, blah, blah. And then you had this idea, right? That you want to start taking actions towards it. And then you start, for example, texting a bunch of people, or like a bunch of companies that they work with events, to see how it goes. So like you are you had this idea and you're taking action towards, and you're trying to make it like in a tangible way. That's really cool actually, because having two aces and one king on the same spread is, to be quite honest, I don't really see how this would not work, you know. So yes, so I feel like here's a lot about taking the actions to make things in a tangible way. Perhaps you want to buy something. Perhaps you need to buy something for that commitment to happen. Again, I'm getting a few different things here, but it could be an engagement ring. It could be a house. I'm getting like an apartment, um, or even like I'm getting like maybe rent a space or buy a space to make it an office kind of thing, you know. And with the King of Wands at the top, I think like you are understanding your energy better, and you are becoming this King of Wands. You're how do you say? Um, hmm, forgot the word. You are working with the energy of King of Wands. That is an energy that it takes action when it has to, like he the again, we all have energy, masculine and feminine energy. It's just like the masculine energy, that is the King of Wands, is more like an energy that like they do things, they know how to do things, they get things done. Not that the feminine energy doesn't, but the feminine energy is more let things flow. And the masculine energy is more controlling in a kind of way. It's like, it gets like things get on time, when they need to, and if they will take action when they know that they have to. Like they're really fun too. They're really fiery, like really attractive. So I'm getting here too that perhaps that's one of the things too, that you are understanding that you are a really attractive person, and perhaps you know that, but perhaps you don't know. No. So it's like you kind of know in a superficial way, but you don't actually truly believe that you are attractive, if that makes sense. But I think like you're getting into your power here. That's really interesting. And again, because it's with two aces, You're probably like having a lot of new ideas to get things done, to get things started, you know. You really want to, I feel like, to be quite honest with these two aces, I'm getting this energy like you really want this to happen, you know. That this is a really interesting energy. And let's go for your fourth week. Okay, so I want to put the card here, and it's a Ten of Pentacles. What's it's interesting because, you know, perhaps this is what you want for people who are actually for people who actually like want to perhaps commit to someone, like an engagement kind of thing. Yes, it's like there's a lot of abundance in your way, and especially like for people who wants to do that. I do feel like there's a lot of abundance for you anyway. Even right now, there is abundance. But I feel like there's I don't know, there's this energy about someone who wants to commit to someone else. Okay, that there's a lot of abundance with you guys too. Okay, so let's go for your fourth week. Okay. This is funny. Ooh. Oh my goodness, guys. I definitely will not expect this to be about love, but I'm getting a few things actually, so it's tricky, but uh I'm glad I showed you about the Ten of Pentacles because I was feeling really strong energy. So your fourth week, I feel like you're gonna understand the abundance that you have right now because to be quite honest, I actually feel that you already know the abundance that you have like in your material world, you know, like perhaps you make a really good amount of money and you can buy your stuff, you can afford things like it's not you don't have financial problems, let's say. But yes, but it feels like there's this completion of something that you are actually I'm hearing like the ultimate. I don't know how ultimate like abundance. Um, it's almost like there's one thing that's like there's one thing that you really want that you know this is what's the only thing that is missing in your life right now, and you feel like if you have this thing, um like everything else it won't matter, everything else will just be, you know, like you know that he's gonna still be there, but it won't matter. It's like it's this one thing that matters kind of thing. Oh my god, guys. Okay, so if this is love, wow. It's like wow, wow. Like yes, like the energy that I'm feeling right now, it's quite interesting. So if you are someone who's like you really want to commit to someone, like get engaged and married and kind of stuff, I feel like you're really, if you were not sure before, like in the fourth week you will be. It's like it's almost like you cannot see abundance in your life without this person. And like because we have the Empress here, I feel like perhaps there is this Empress energy in your life that maybe it is the person that you would like to commit to. That is a really nurturing energy, and I'm feeling like you see someone as an Empress, and again, there's no gender. The Empress is someone that is really like nurturing. It is someone who knows her worth or his worth. I'll say they know their worth, and she attracts things, and she knows that like she's sexy, she's beautiful, she's sorry, I'm saying she just because of the energy, but there's no gender. It can be he, she, they, um, whatever you identify to. Um, like I said, we all have the feminine and masculine energy, but this person has a really strong feminine energy that they let things flow. They're really good in their skin. They feel good about themselves. They attract. They do not chase. They may be really connected with their intuition. I know it's coming to me that they really like being outside. They're really connected with Earth. I'm also getting that perhaps if it is love, it is someone that you actually see being the mom or the dad of your kids. Hmm. You really see this person as a nurturing person, and it's almost like this person is the key. You think that this person is the key. What? Okay, so then this is a little bit. Um, no, I don't think it's the key. To be quite honest, that um, ah, there's a song coming to me. Is wait, let me double check. I got you. You know, like the song. Wait, let me check the name of this song for you. Maybe you know the song. One Thing Right by Marshmello and Kane Brown. It's the lyrics, you definitely should check it out. I don't know if this is you, but I would say it is, you know. Um, and to be quite honest, it kind of matches the energy. I'll read a little bit of the lyrics for you. I don't know. I'm not saying that you've done these things, okay? So keep it in mind, like it's a dumb lyric, but I don't know. I feel called to read it for you right now. I've cheated and I've lied. I've broke down and I've cried. I've got nothing to hide no more. I've loved and I've hurt. I've broken people down with words. Well, guys, we were just talking about words. Communication style. Okay. More grace than I deserve, for sure. Known to be crazy, known to be wild. Mama had herself a little devilish child. Ain't no stranger to the troubles at my door. I've been at the wrong place at the wrong time, chasing all the wrong things most of my life, being every kind of loss that you can find. But I got one thing right. Being the kind of the guy girls mamas don't like, running with the wrong crowd on the wrong nights. Because I've been wrong about a million times, but I got one thing right. You. So, oh, I'm keep reading because this is a really good song. I got one thing right. You saw right through my pain, kept us patient while I changed, never even crossed your mind to walk away. When I was getting crazy, reckless, and wild, acting like my mama's little devilish child. It took a heart like yours to find its place. I've been at the wrong place at the wrong time, chasing all the wrong things most of my life, being every kind of loss that you can't find. Okay, yeah, that's just then it keeps repeating it, but yeah, so like the Empress is about this energy too, like about being patient. So maybe this person was really patient and was like really nurturing to you, kind of showed you the real love kind of thing, and how to actually care about someone. Um, and with the moon at the bottom, I feel like you're not sure what's going to happen. You're you cannot see what's going to happen. And I know I'm getting this energy that perhaps you're scared about it. Because you really want to do this. You want this abundance, you want to be with this person, but you're also like you feel that you're in the dark. You maybe you're not with this person right now. Maybe you broke up. Maybe you are in separation. But yes, I feel that there's this mystery about it. It's like I think like in the fourth week, you're gonna see really clearly what the real abundance is for you. And perhaps about this person too. You're gonna see things really clearly about that. I feel like you're gonna be 100% sure. Perhaps you were still like overthinking about it, and that made you not really make a decision, maybe. Um, but yes, but there's this unknown energy, this mystery energy that you're not really sure what's going on. Hmm. And it's quite interesting that exactly the fourth week would finish with the moon, right? Because it's the unknown. But you know, uh, maybe there's something that you've been hiding, or maybe there's a secret that you would like to tell this person. Maybe could be something that you actually want to come to light, that you're actually done hiding it, you know? Uh, yes, it could be something like that too. Yes, guys. Okay, so this is your next 4 weeks. Now, a lot of maybe like a little bit depressed, lonely kind of feeling, but then I feel there's a lot of clarity in the second week. And perhaps you're actually realizing, you're really like noticing some patterns, especially like in communication. And then the Ace of Wands comes with new beginnings, new thoughts, new actions. Because like for us to act in a different way, we need to change our mindset, right first. Um, it's like it's usually how we can start acting in a different way, but first we need to change our mindset. And then in the fourth week, you're actually seeing this abundance, and I feel like things will make more sense for you. I think this fourth week is a lot about seeing the abundance around you and actually seeing what really matters, maybe. You know, and I'm also feeling right now talking about this that perhaps you can have it all. You know, it's that's the kind of yeah, this is feeling this is the feeling right now. Like you can have it all. You can have like the money, you can have this stuff, and you actually and also you can have that person. You can literally have it all. You can have the dog, the cat. So you can have them castle if you like to. But yeah, there's and perhaps in this fourth week you're gonna be feeling like that you can have it all. And then you're because when our mindset start changing, our actions start changing, and then our world, things around us, it starts to change. So I feel like this next month for you is gonna be quite interesting, to be honest, and I'm really excited for you because these are really good energies. So please let me know if there's anything you'd like to share. I would love to know what it is, what is going on. I was getting more about love, to be quite honest. A little bit about like some projects and stuff, but it could be too. They have new ideas, and you realize that this project can bring you a lot of abundance, and you're actually going to see already like some abundance coming from this project or work. Yeah, I was getting these two things, especially specifically like love and work, but definitely more love. Love, love, love. I love love. Well, okay, guys. This is your next 4 weeks. I hope it makes sense, and please let me know because I would love to know what's going on. Okay. Bye bye. See you in the next one.